Hey everybody, welcome to a little bit of Python review in preparation for your exam. So what we're going to do real quickly is we're going to review a little bit of math, and what you see up on the screen here is a little bit of basic operator in Python. So there's a couple, we talked about this a little in class, and I'll give you a little closer view. There's a couple of basic operators. Addition and subtraction are obvious. Multiplication, remember, is the times. Division is straightforward. But then we also talked a little bit about modular division as well as floor division. And we'll do just a real quick reminder on what all of these things do. So I'm going to be using a code editor that you do not use, mostly just to simplify the typing and make things a little bit better for me. You're going to just go ahead and do this in Code Sculptor and paste it in. So the first thing we're going to declare is we're going to declare a number. We'll just say x is 10, and we're going to say that y equals, we'll say 5 for this. So what we'll do is we'll real quickly print x plus y. And in my terminal is on the bottom of the page right here down this section. You can see it right now. X plus y is 15. X minus y, we'll just go ahead and copy this. X minus y would be 5. X times y would be 50. Oops, sorry, wrong key. And x divided by y would then be 2. So if we run those, you see that we get kind of what we're expecting with the exception of we have actually a float for the last one. So we didn't have to do any int or anything like that. We're not accepting input. Therefore, just saying x is 10 and y is 5 is enough. We don't need any of the other stuff. So that's just some basics. Now, let's go ahead and do a reminder. Oops, wrong language. So modular division. Modular division will return the remainder. So if we do our same thing for our x divided by y, except we replace the division with a percent, think what you might expect to get before you run this thing real quick. So x divided by y, what would the remainder be? You're correct. The remainder would indeed be 0, which is what we get right here. So floor division actually would be the same dealio, which would actually give us the same result here that we got before, except as, in this case, an integer as opposed to a float. Hopefully you can see those things on the bottom of the page. Let me see if I can make that a little larger for you. All right, so some quick tweaks, sorry. Just as a reminder here, this is what we get. So our normal math, our remainder, and then our modular division, or our floor division rather, rounds it down. So now that's really super straightforward, except for one thing. Let's go ahead and add a comment here. T-E-G-E-R, sorry, spelling. So floor division returns the integer portion. So let's go ahead and reassign our values. We'll say x is 11 and y is going to be 6, just for random numbers. So when we do our remainder, if we do our remainder, our modular division, think about what you would get. So this would be 1 with a remainder of 5. So this should return right here 5 for you. And it indeed does that. So let me just go ahead and do the floor. So the floor division will return the integer portion of that, which would then be 1. So that's what these two numbers on the bottom are, returning a 5 for the remainder and a 1 for the integer portion. So those are our basic math operators. Those are things that are important for you to know for your exam. Make sure that you submit this code in Google Classroom, and then a couple of the other ones are going to have a little bit more intricate review.